So, when I joined the channel a few months ago, both RTD Month and Matt Smith Month were mostly planned out by other members of the channel. RTD Month was easy for me, even though thanks to John, I had to go back to my second idea. My first idea was a review of The Waters of Mars, but then John basically said, do something else, and due to that, I had to go to my backup plan, which was review the series 3 finale. My October video was decided before my RTD Month video, as I wanted to cover Night Thoughts, and I want to officially apologize on how bad that video turned out to be, as I originally planned to do 3 videos across both channels. One was going to be my Night Thoughts review, second was going to be the Series 1 pitch of What If I Were Showrunner, and the third was going to be a review of Under the Lake / Before the Flood. And unfortunately, I couldn't juggle all of those. I gave myself too much work, and I had to end up dropping the Under the Lake / Before the Flood review, and push my Night Thoughts review out the window. But anyway, we then get to Matt Smith Month. When I planned out what type of videos I wanted to do, those were either going to be reviews, where I praise some of my favorite bits of Doctor Who television, or it was going to be hard-hitting conversational topics, and basically my opinion on, very controversial topics within the fandom. Now, if I had not done 2 reviews in a row, there's a 100% chance that my Matt Smith Month would have been a review of the God Complex. Mostly because it's my favorite Matt Smith episode, and is written by Toby Whithouse, who, if you don't know me, is my personal favorite Doctor Who writer. Due to too many reviews in a row, I decided to do one of my discussion topic episodes and give my opinion on a controversial idea from the Matt Smith era. Now, it was down between 2 ideas. Why I think the Impossible Girl arc is good, and 2 is what this video is, which is defending the Paradigm Daleks. So, let me present my case to you on why I think the Paradigm Daleks are good. Now, do I like them? Yes, I do. But I think they are massively underused. Let me go bit by bit with them. First off, the design. This is what I'm going to get the most flack for, as I love the design of them, including the multiple colors of them. Let me explain. So, I think if you keep the Daleks to their natural design of, gun, sucker, eye stalk body, and a normal body, that can make a good Dalek design. And it'd be stupid if you do, Spider Daleks or something like that, or whatever the hell Big Finish is doing with the Daleks these days. And I think, if you want to distinguish a Dalek from another, you can change their color. Like with the Paradigm Daleks, you have the yellow, which is the internal, blue, which is the strategist, red being the drone, scientist, which is my favorite color, orange, and white, which is the supreme. And it's notable that each of them would have a distinct role to play within the Dalek Empire, which I love. I think that, if certain Daleks have, a specific role within the Empire, they should look slightly different. I do not understand why people do not like that idea. Also, if people say they dislike the idea of Daleks being big and very bastic, I would like to point out to the Special Weapons Dalek.
Bang, and the dirt is gone!
And 99.99% of people love those designs. And guess what it is? It's big and bastic, and it changes slightly from the Dalek design. So if they say they love the Special Weapons Dalek, but hate the Paradigm Daleks because they're too big and bastic, I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Now, there is one problem about these designs. They were only used in official canon twice. Once in Victory of the Daleks, and once in the adventure game City of the Daleks. And apart from those 2 times, there's been no official canon piece of material of them being used.
Hi, just gonna interrupt here a little bit, but City of the Daleks is kind of a major point which everybody kind of just ignores. It's kind of the first and the only time we're going to see them on Skaro. We don't see the Paradigm Daleks back on Skaro at all. And also they redesigned the Dalek Emperor. He comes back in City of the Daleks, and they redesigned him to be a Paradigm Dalek type of design.
Now, why have they only been used only a handful of times? I blame 3 people for this. Number 1, the first person I blame is Mark Gatiss. However, I don't blame him too much for this. So, in terms of Victory of the Daleks, the first half of the script is amazing. Despite what you think of Winston Churchill, or whether you like him or not, the first half of the script is amazing. And you'd understand and side with him when you use the Daleks against the Nazis. But that's neither here or there. The problem with it is that it feels like that these new designs of the Daleks were put in at the very last second. And I mean, and also, it feels like that in the script and the stage and the set design. I mean, look at that spaceship. Looks ugly and dull and boring. But I think Gatiss had to rush those in due to the second person I blame this on, Stephen Moffat. Now, what I'm about to say here is complete speculation on my bit, so take this with a grain of salt. But I think it is highly likely that Gatiss had written a script, and it went through a couple of drafts of him continuing the first half of the episode into the second, but Moffat decided to do Moffat shit by forcing Gatiss to include these designs in the final draft of the script, and in return screwing up the usage of these awesome-looking designs, while also destroying the episode's script. But there is not one person, but there's one group of people that angers me more than everyone when it came to the use of this design. Who is this group of people? Simple. The fans. Yes, it is the fans putting these designs in such a very negative light that it got these designs to look down upon. I mean, yes, the usage of them was awful in the script. However, apart from that, what is there not to like about these designs? They harken back to previous fan-favorite classic designs, and look fucking cool. So, yeah, I don't understand why the fans do not like these. And, well, granted, you could bring it up to Moffat probably forcing Gatiss into the last minute, or Gatiss saying, no, let's continue the story, and in return, but honestly, the circle just goes round and round and round. Those are just the people that I blame. You may blame someone else, but still. These designs got so much controversy, they were essentially written out within 2 episodes. So, yeah. Now, I have enough ranting for a video. In the end, I like these designs, and I think that the fandom should have given them a second chance. And hopefully they would have been utilized better, but that's never came to fruition. That is all. Please comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. Enjoy the rest of Matt Smith month here on the Whoniversals. And until next month, where I will be giving my thoughts on an even more controversial topic, goodbye.